in Act 2.
You weren't part of this family anyway, boy.
Yeah, that's exactly what you as you're walking to the airplane, the wing. That's what the story you're telling him about why you hit him with the thing. About how them putting the snake in your hand and you having to get bit as a little kid. And that proved that you were a Jones. All right, he takes you to where the plane was there, and you get there, and there is there's no trees. It's kind of like out in a clearing, and there's no wing, but there's the giant imprint of a wing, and there are tire tracks, and like chains and stuff. Like looks like somebody was using chains to chain it up, and take it in.
All right, so I have no question about us being friends and all. So, you sure you didn't have any other expatriates out here that would have got this wing?
No.
Okay, because all we've been hearing is that, we haven't been hearing anything from anybody for a good little while now, and so I find it's just odd to see these tire tracks and, what look like tire tracks and someone that dragged this wing off, because I'm not aware of anybody active out here.
It's closer to town than the actual plane is.
Oh, I see.
So you're kind of halfway in. And it looks like the tracks went off into town. Somebody bushwhacked in here.
Okay.
So they brought a big old truck in here.
I was thinking, I don't know.
I did it.
I was thinking we went away from
No.
town, like,
No.
Further north?
Yeah,
right?
further north. So this is like...
Okay, I guess I should always...
Like if
let's
say the Sasquatch was like north of the 5 Mile House. You know where that outlook is? The first outlook, like right before the little town of Washington?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's where Sasquatch was. And the wing was maybe by the 5 Mile House.
Closer to the 5 Mile. Oh, okay. Well, shit. It's like maybe one of my hillbilly friends came and got the wing. Although I wouldn't call them friends, because I don't really like any other clans around here.
I never beat them up.
If I do have this nice pipe now.
It's true. It's pretty
Can I
good.
add that to my extras? Steel pipe.
Steel pipe. You can have it. So, let's cut. So that happened. Scene's done. We're gonna go a few weeks in advance. We'll catch up to you finishing up your guns. Benji and Skeeter, are you coming back into town?
Yeah, I think I have to. Well, yes, I have to. Now that I know that.
Do you bring your Nazi friend, or do you leave him up with the plane?
I don't think I'd bring him with me. I don't want.
You really trust him with the plane?
Well, I can't fly the thing away right now.
He is a fucking Nazi, though.
And lots of dangerous shit on that thing.
I don't know. You do what you want to do.
People in town dislike me. Oh, fuck it. They dislike me enough. Fine, I'll bring him with me.
Could be like
I'll
he could be one of your retarded cousins up in from the Joneses clan. Not everybody knows who lives up there on your property. So
That's not German. He's just
can you describe him to me?
yeah,
I mean,
he's
like, just,
what's his Christopher
physically,
Waltz? Is that the guy?
Christoph.
Christoph, yeah, it's exactly who. That's who he is.
That's who he is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's who he is.
So same age as in
Yeah,
this bastard.
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah, younger.
That level of not grizzled, long beard.
No.
Christoph Waltz from
This man,
latest-
he's actually like he's very, very fit. You spend a couple of days up there in the plane with him, and every morning he would wake up, and at the same time every morning he would do his exercises, and he would listen to Wagner all day, and he would eat greens and things
Maybe
like
I
that.
can just
And he did sciencey shit.
Fire him just a little bit, you know.
Would you like fry everything in pork fat and make him eat
I
it?
don't know, just make him not look so conspicuous.
Yeah, you could take him to your property before you bring him into town, and like make him. You get like.
I mean, there's only so much you can do, but I can give him different clothes.
Yeah,
I
you
can
give him an old set of overalls and a
shave
straw
some of
hat.
his head off, or hair off. I mean, not head off. His hair off.
Make sure he doesn't have that
Or a
little
hat,
that
or-
little Nazi bowl cut. Yeah.
Tell him just say Steamboat Willie toot toot whenever people ask you questions. And we'll
Yeah. Okay.
take
No
that.
talk. I will try to be quiet. Yeah. Smile a lot. Yeah. America. I love America. Hot dogs. Coca-Cola. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola.
Just stick to the Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie, toot toot.
Okay.
So you bring him into town. All right, so you guys are meeting up back here at the shop. It's been 3 weeks. You got a crate of guns sitting here in the back. Benji, the last as you get in here, you guys meet for the first time. He shows up with a friend. Actually, you guys recognize him. You know him because you were there at the plane.
I still have the other syringe, right?
Yeah, there
I
was
originally
two.
had two.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's one in the back pocket.
Unless it broke.
No, yeah, I'll let you have it. You still don't know what it does. He seemed very surprised that it even worked. So,
I'm just checking.
anyways,
Important to know such things.
Benji, you've been acting as sheriff. Emmanuel Mercy has asked you multiple times to investigate a couple of disappearances. Some people have gone missing. A few of them are hiking or walking out in the woods at their farm. They're gone. But recently, in the last week, there were 2 people who disappeared down manholes. And there is Emmanuel just came to the shop looking for you. He wants you to go check on a family. They've been the Richardsons. They have been quiet. He hasn't seen them in town, and he's worried about them. It's old man Richardson and his wife, both elderly. So, anyways, Skeeter Jones shows up with Steamboat Willie, and you guys are here at the shop. What do you guys do?
Skeeter, who's that with you? Is that one of the Jones clan?
Well, the way he tells it, he's a distant cousin of us, but
You recognize him.
I just glare at Skeeter. What in the hell are you doing with him here?
we couldn't leave him in that damn plane.
I would
Plus,
be like,
he had. Well, so
why are you even here? I thought you were gonna wait for us to come back.
well, I was gonna wait for y'all to come
Weeks. It took weeks. It's been weeks. You guys haven't come back.
back, but
Yeah, I guess
I had to deal with all this guy's bullshit and figure some stuff out, and then went to try and get that plane's wing, and somebody else has already taken it, and it's somebody around here. Also, I might have something for your leg, but I don't know because it might be bad.
Your leg, your ankle's feeling better, but it's really, really stiff.
Yeah.
She put some pins or something in it. And you're still in a cast, kind of limping around on crutches.
What is it?
Well, y'all remember Popeye?
Yes.
Just looked up. 1929 was created, so it was.
Oh yeah. He looks at you. He says,
He had that look like, I don't know if we can bring up Popeye. Like, God damn it, I just looked it up.
"Oh, this is
1929.
It's right now."
Yo,
I wanted to
but
double
they
check.
got some spinach on that plane, Skeeter.
So
No. See,
the-
that's what I'm talking. Let's see the whole.
the hillbilly that he brings with him comes over to you and he says, "Yeah, your foot. We can help you with this. Yes. What's wrong? What the monkey? Smash."
And I'm just like, do I already know that this is the German?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
yeah.
do.
All right.
Yeah, you guys, you were
We
the
saw
only ones who
it.
do. He's pretending he's trying really hard not to be
I was
German.
gonna say because I was on the plane.
He doesn't recognize you guys, but you remember him.
And what does this do for me?
Very strong, Superman.
So remember I was talking
Ubermensch,
about
yeah.
Popeye? Remember Popeye and the spinach? Well, I kind of busted his leg and then injected him with the syringe, and then it kind of went all crazy Popeye style, but with snake skin and craziness. And then he had super strength and kicked a date in my face.
He rolls up his leg and shows you his skin. It looks like regular skin, but it has it almost looks like scarring. It looks like snake skin, you know. But it's human skin, but it's scarred like bumpy like snake
Got
skin.
it. And I'm like, and
Yeah, it was leg was like this, yeah, and now it's like this.
But
And
this
you-
is not a very scientific test. I'm just telling you. It was just me with a pipe and then
But you've done scientific tests before on this,
Yeah.
and
Well, we did on pigs and on rats. And one time we did on elephant, yeah, but elephant went boom.
and so now you are still super strong.
Well, I don't. He just does this. Good motion.
Well, you said Superman.
Oh yes, small time,
And
but healed. Yeah.
I see. And what are the side effects in the pigs?
Unknown.
So you didn't do the experiments.
Maybe.
Then you should know the side effects.
Yeah. I don't understand all what you say.
Do you know what side effects are?
Yeah.
Has he been like this the whole time?
That's why I hit him with lead pipe. I'm telling you, man. It's just wait till he starts saying Steamboat Willie toot toot. I can loan you a piece.
He pulls out the syringe.
How many times can you fix yourself with that stuff?
You want?
What, he's definitely not telling us something. So, what if we were
tried
to...
scaring him?
What if I were to just inject you with that without injuring you?
Oh, don't do that.
Or if I were just to inject myself?
Wait, does he have a syringe? I thought just I had the syringe.
You have the syringe, yeah, sorry. He was holding up his hand.
Oh, I see. Okay. He's making a
Pretending.
gesture.
Pretending, yeah. It maybe double fun, more health. Do not know.
Well,
Alright, so
we're not testing on this one. I'm not even sure if we should give it to you, but we definitely not giving him anymore. 'Cause I'm telling you,
It has healing properties.
Healing, and what else? What are the properties?
Healing.
Can I
Healing.
say
I'm sorry I brought it up. I say we just wait and see what happens with this
No,
one.
I interrupted
And
you guys.
I'll hang on to this for you.
Oh, you're gonna do that? Oh, then
Look, it is strong, yeah.
Okay, I have metal pins in my foot. What is it going to do with those?
Maybe nothing.
Maybe nothing.
Maybe something. I don't know. Never tried on metal pins, but I will say, look, it's healthy. Yeah, look at this strong leg.
Would you do it if you were him?
Ubermensch.
If you were in my shoes, would you do this?
Extreme circumstance, yeah? It's extreme. Better. Heat.
And I'm going to look at them like, okay, so...
Anyway, how are those guns going,
Yeah.
Victor?
Yeah, this has
Sure,
been
you
my...
would know about the guns because Emmanuel kept you up to date.
They're going great.
You bring up the. Did you show him the crate?
Yeah. I figured I'd be sitting on it. I'm like, yep, good.
Oh, perfectly shiny and oiled. They're just ready to go.
In mine, my initials have been carved in mine.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel stole mine. I just want you to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Way to be a good steward of my weapon, Benji, while I was
Seriously.
knocked out.
Has there been any news from anywhere else
well,
yet? Have we heard
I
from
got a real
anyone?
German
Sacramento,
one.
Reno,
Apparently-
anywhere?
Sacramento is radio silent. And
What about Reno?
if it weren't so much bigger than this place, I would wonder if it was even there.
We got our own problems around here, though, Skeeter.
Yeah.
There's more people disappearing.
That's right.
And more in, not just at dark anymore.
Chantilly pulls up. She's driving her. She drives a car. She says, "Oh, Skeeter, how you doing?
You don't talk.
Who's your friend?"
Before she pulls up, you don't talk. You
Who's your
have
friend?
no voice.
Oh, that's my third cousin from a bastard mother cousin. We call him Willie.
Toot toot.
Ask me why.
She says, "Oh, well, you guys are strange folks up there on the hill, on the ridge. Benji, good to see you." She blushes a little bit when she looks at you, Benji. So Chantilly says, "Benji, I found something out about those missing peoples.
You did?
Yeah, they all were reported bitten on the night of the fireball that came out of the sky, stopped the social, dead in its tracks.
Goddamn rats.
Every one of them was bitten.
What do you think this means?
I haven't a clue. I've been looking through my I've been looking through some of my science books trying to figure it out, but I mean, who knows now? Everything's changed.
Willie might be able to shed a little light on this. Him and that distant clan of ours over there were doing some studies on these animals being mutated and so forth. Weren't you know?
He looks at you and says, "Yeah."
Me, yes.
He's like, "No talking, maybe talking. What do I do?" Yeah, no. He seems confused.
Well, you can talk when I ask you a direct question. We just don't want you jibber jabbering all to anybody in town. You see.
Make me a notice check. Well,
Notice?
all of you, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to just interrupt your conversation. Hold on, I think I have noticed. Do I not have noticed? Oh my god, I'm gonna die in every battle we get in.
I got
Plus 3.
6.
Sex on.
What's one?
You should have. You remember, you get like almost every skill in the tree, so you should have noticed somewhere.
I know, and I don't.
You
I
get-
have
I
investigated.
got 3 on dancing.
What I
is
did
that
is
alright?
I didn't take. I had investigate, but not notice.
Okay, well you get you could always take a notice at +1 if you don't have it. You get 5 +1 skills.
Okay, fine. I'm getting rid of sale.
Some sail.
Yeah.
You can keep sail. Sail might be helpful. Just not helpful in this episode, but
Well, let me get rid of lore
I was
because
gonna
I have
say-
no reason to know lore.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so
I have it too.
and you haven't used it yet. So
Yeah.
okay, so what did you
Well,
get? 6.
I have it.
Who else did get notice?
I'm not a
I'm
good
at plus
fighter.
3.
What did you get, Benji?
Plus 2.
He passed out.
You ask him that, and he says, "Yeah," and he holds up his hand like this, and as you notice on his wrist, he has the 2 lightning bolts on his wrist.
Like the SS lightning.
Yeah, and you notice Chantilly noticed that, and she takes back really quickly. He's not your cousin, is he?
Well, according to him, because of my eyes and my brain, he wants me to be.
She pulls out her gun and she puts it right at his head. She's like, "Where did you find him?"
Oh, up in the hills ways.
He's like, "Steamboat Willie."
Careful with those toots now, Will.
Alright, wait just a minute, Miss Chantilly. Yeah, there's probably something we need to show you.
She says, "Benji, I don't know what the hell's going on, but this is a goddamn Nazi."
Yeah, we know. Hey, we ain't proud of it. That's why we were trying to disguise him, but I guess it's
You were
pointless.
trying to disguise
Well,
him, Peter.
Yes, I was, but my point is.
Trying to disguise a Nazi in overalls is like putting a ribbon on a pig.
Wait a minute. He told me earlier, and I have reason to believe he was telling me the truth, that they were studying the phenomenon of regular creatures being mutated and acting differently. Hence,
She
giant
said-
spiders, Sasquatch.
and you believe that shit? She looks at him. And she says, "Take your shirt off." He's like looking at you. What? Take your shirt off now. He starts unbuttoning his shirt, pulls it down, and pulls it to the side, and he has a tattoo on his chest. It's a black circle with an inner black circle dot, and it has 12 little lightning bolt rays going off of it. She says, "Peter, do you know what that is?"
I'm afraid I don't.
Tell him what it is. He says, "Schwarze Sonne." Means black sun. Do you know who this is? Do you know what he's part of?
A black sun.
These are part of the goddamn Nazis who summoned the serpent.
So they were really studying it then.
Oh God, you're so dumb. She said, "This is collaboration to the 10th degree. Do you understand what you've gotten yourselves into? The OSS finds out that we're harboring a Black Sun Nazi up here. All of us are going to jail. You understand that, right? Prison. They'll come up here. They'll make us disappear in some black hole. Every every government around the world wants to get their hands on one of these.
I think at this point we're sort of straddling the line between harboring and questioning.
Well, you know what? I'd feel a whole lot better if we had this asshole in cuffs.
Well, I was just about to say, if he's wanted by every government in the world, then we got the best damn bargaining chip we ever had in this here little podunk town.
Oh, she starts pacing back and forth, just rubbing her head.
And I'd be like, look, we've got some serious problems here, and nobody else is running in to give us any answers. But I think he knows way more than he's telling us about them. We have to fend for ourselves, and he's our only piece of information.
Well, we can't just keep him walking around in overalls around town, hoping that nobody notices.
Well, I don't think...
Of course, nobody's going to know he's black, son. People don't know that. It's not common knowledge.
So, we have to cover up those lightning bolts on his wrist.
That goes without saying.
He needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And...
And we should probably
He looks at you
we
and
should probably
says,
have you make some really strong manacles just in case that whole snake leg thing is a little more
says,
strong manacles.
"Excuse me, miss. I did not know I was offending you. I'm sorry. But this was in the past, yeah? Okay, my bad. Nazis summoned the serpent. Yes, we did.
Big oops. You know?
Yeah, we make mistake. Everyone is human. Yeah. But I am here to form an alliance with America. Yes, sister country.
I have one question for you.
What?
Just off the top of my head.
Auto game or in game?
In game.
Yeah.
To
Hans.
To whatever, Fritz.
No, his actual name is Hans. You
Okay,
guessed it.
that's
I'm
what I
actually
thought.
give you because I've never said his name,
Oh.
so I'm gonna give you a fake point.
Thank you. I thought you did say his name once. So
Maybe
you
once, but if you remember
I
that,
think I
No,
said
you said he
I
looked like
am
that
Franz
German
to
Oh no, I
Joe,
only call him Fritz.
but I think I said Franz. Not
I've had him written.
Call him his
I
Fritz.
wrote this character sheet up 3 weeks ago. So
okay, so it was just me being
Impressive.
racist, but I thought
Yeah.
I thought last session you said Hans.
Ma-
But
I don't think he ever told your name, but maybe he did.
I'll just go with it.
Yeah, Hans. He says, "How do you know my name?"
Oh, I know so much, Hans. Okay. How did you know that all these creatures were here specifically? All the world, you go right here, and right around the time we're having these problems.
We were tracking them
Tracking them from where?
from. We had. Oh, he says, "Okay, it's a lie. We had these on our base.
You had what under the fucking
There's
rats?
a Nazi base?
Ratmen.
Rat men.
It's in Antarctica.
I told you guys, fucking rats. You don't listen to shit I say.
Ratmen. We had them on our base, and my commander sent me out to discover a way to defeat them. And as we were traveling, they had an experiment. It got out, yes, and escaped.
So, these rat men that are these huge fucking rats. These are your rat men.
No, one ratman escaped, but rats have a very quick.
Reproductive cycle?
Yeah, yes, exactly. And one rat turned to 2, 2 to 4, 4, 8, yes, very quickly.
And are all the babies rat men, or are they...
The genetic makeup is mutagenic. Every generation, they increase their intelligence, yes, and their ability to be man-like.
So, everyone who was bitten in the water by rats,
Yes.
they were essentially marked. And the rats came back to finish the job.
That is hypothesis, maybe, yeah. Working, don't know.
Will they die if we shoot them?
Yeah, yes, people die if you shoot them, yeah.
What about...
No, the ratmen are not imposing physically, but when they are in mass, they are very, very scary.
And where do they live?
Or where most rats live, yeah. in the ground. Tunnels. Yeah.
The mutagenic properties, is it contagious or be able to be passed on through bites?
But this is unknown.
Do they eat people?
Rats consume everything.
No. You see my characters.
They will eat anything.
Goddamn rats.
They even eat their own young and the dead.
Well, Fritz, sounds like you're gonna help us hunt some rats.
Yeah. Yes. I would suggest that maybe we fix my plane. Yeah, and we can all go together. we can go to Sacramento and let Mr. President know our friendship. Would be good. Yeah.
You want to leave because the rat men are here.
But no.
No.
No. The plane is it's very good plane. Yeah. Just needs fixing.
So as I was telling you guys earlier,
So somebody else stole the
someone
wing.
around here stole the wing. Yes.
So, look to Chantilly. Somebody else is keeping secrets here about. Somebody else in town has that wing.
He says, as you guys are doing that, the door's open and you hear out there, it's a scuffle of some kids. Hey, let go of me! What are you doing? He's like, what are you wearing that for? Yeah, let go of me! Let go of me! All the kids, I just got it off of them. You let go of that right now. You're not wearing that around town. Ain't no damn hero saving us from anything. And then you hear a kid. It sounds like a wet bunch. Hits this little kid. Ah! As you go out there and you see it. Looks like two older boys are picking on a younger kid.
Any idea why?
No. But just what I said.
Yeah.
before.
I got my shotgun. What the fuck's going on here?
You come out there hobbling along.
Yeah, no. I come out.
No, I really do that. This is my shot.
I know. I put my hand on the barrel and I'm like, God damn it, Victor, wait just a minute.
Well, you are the
Ask me a
sheriff.
question.
I think that's, usually we try to do it without guns first.
Is the boy my helper?
No. The boy
Oh, okay. I
is.
thought he was my.
You know
Is
what?
the,
That's a better story element. Yeah, it is. It is.
That's why I went out there.
It's Marshall Rogers. It's Marshall
Okay.
Rogers. I'll give you a
I
fake
like
points. That's
that.
full story.
Awesome. That's why I was.
It's better than
fucking
it's.
with my apprentice here.
You apprentice. I like it.
Okay, so yeah, you go out there, sheriff, and what do you do?
What is he on the ground?
Who? The kid?
What's his name? What's your apprentice's name?
Marshall Rogers. It's Sheriff Rogers' son.
Oh, yeah.
As you go out there, he's like, and you see on the ground strewn about, he had a little baggie, and in the baggie were these.
Candies. He has rings.
A little Joe Roger ring. Is that what it is? No.
Well, I stay up. Son, what in the hell's going on?
They were picking on us, picking on me. Some of the kids in class have been passing these out. We did it for the teacher had had us do a skit for you all basically out there fighting a Sasquatch.
That's Sasquatch?
Well, I did the best I could.
No, that's great.
Not everybody's happy. Not everybody's happy about everything that went on out there in the woods. They think that you guys brought it on upon us, but I don't think that. Victor's been mighty nice helping us out, and Benji. Well, my mom hates you, but I understand. My dad always told me one day that might happen.
Your dad's the only reason we're all here right now, so.
He's the real hero of Ragnarok.
Yeah, I don't say that.
He does some neat stuff with twine. I'll tell you that.
I saw that movie.
They're little imitation Sasquatches.
That's awesome.
The
Yeah.
kids are wearing them around, like the middle school and high school kids are wearing them. Some of them are, the kids are out there playing Sasquatch hunters, pretending that you're guy. They're pretending they're you guys. Some of them are. The young kids are. The older kids, the adult, the militia, they're like, just, why are these guys have sat on their ass all this, all this time while militiamen have been out protecting this city? Where were they when the serpent fell and all that? So there's a real divide that's going on in there. So yeah,
And the other two kids that hit there?
you see,
Where did they go?
say again?
The kids that hit him, where'd they go?
They're still there.
No, they took off.
Oh,
They took
Okay,
off running. Sorry.
I
Don't
figured
you
they
wanna
were-
go
figured
hug
they
them?
ran on.
Yeah, no, they
You
took
wanna
off
go
running.
hug them?
Hug them, yes.
No, they took off running, and they have yellow bands on their arms. The bigger kids are running off. You know what the yellow bands are. They're called. They're part of the militia. They're an offset group that Killian has started. They're called Sons of the Valley, and they are way more radical, and they feel like they are the true protectors of Grass Valley.
Thank you.
But it's really just kind of a group of young thugs. I mean, Killian's the oldest one, maybe 20 years old. The rest of them are like 16, 17, 15, 14. I mean, they might be a gang if they all got together. We're talking 6 or 7 kids.
Those kids listen to you, the yellow bands?
I don't know that anyone listens to me. Most people aren't too happy about when we came back. We got a lot of problems around here that we gotta fix. We intend to stay, unless we're gonna get up on old Fritz's plane and go visit Earl Warren.
We can do some serious reconnaissance up in that airplane.
Make me a notice check. You guys are like out there in the front.
All of us notice?
Yeah.
Nope.
I got
+3.
6.
Okay. 2. You don't notice it, but you two notice Chantilly pistol whip Hans in the face. They were like talking. You could hear murmuring behind you, and you hear say, "You son of a bitch!" And pistol whips him in the face. Hans falls down on all fours, smiling with blood in his teeth.
What the hell's going on now?
You come back up. Do you get close enough to hear what they're saying?
Yeah, I walked in there.
Sheriff, can you put him in irons?
I did not say anything. I was just merely pointing out the interesting name that Miss Chantilly has. Yeah.
What's
She
so
says,
interesting about the name?
She says, shut your mouth. He says, oh, Chantilly, I don't, that's not a real name, is it? Yeah? I don't think so.
Miss Chantilly?
She just looks red in the face and says, you put him in irons. I told you about what I knew with what's related to those, the victims that you've been investigating. The mayor said that he wants you to check out the Richardson farm. I think he'd probably bring some help with you. It would be a good idea. You put that son of a bitch in irons, because I swear to God, if I come back and he's not locked up, I'll put a bullet between his eyes myself. She gets up and walks off. Storms off. Tucks her gun back of her pants. Hops in her car.
Hey Hans, what was that all about?
I don't know. Maybe, is it a little strange? She repaired your foot, but she's veterinarian, yeah? A little strange.
I was...
Haha, funny. Huh?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing a little bit.
Maybe you ask her, she tell you.
She's sort of like you. She doesn't say jack shit when you ask her a direct
Oh, you
question.
don't. That's not. But she speaks English. Yeah, that's different. That's
Oh,
about
you
it.
understand my words though,
No,
right?
sometimes I get very confused. Language is difficult. Yeah, more difficult than genetics sometimes.
Just put him in irons. It'll be better for all of us anyway. Come on.
He's like bleeding out of his nose. His like teeth are all bloody.
So, what is it you think about Miss Chantilly?
She's a lovely creature. Yeah, very nice physical body. Yeah.
You know, the trust is just not happening here.
No, but I don't. But you ask me question, I give you answer. Yeah, she's nice. I
You
like
give
her.
me... Just, whatever. Put him in.
I go like this, I go,
I'm
Well,
telling you, and what did you guys expect me to do when I was in that plane by myself? This
Peter,
motherfucker?
he's your cousin. You're taking him back to that plane.
Well, I think we need to go get that wing, so I think we should all stick together and go get that wing.
How?
But you are the sheriff, so you can put him in irons, and we can put him in jail if you
No, I
want.
ain't leaving him in the town jail. We'll come back and he'll be bullet through his head.
How
Will that be such a bad
quickly
thing?
are the attacks increasing?
They've been getting fat. They've been happening more consistently. But she is right. Everybody that was there was bit. You were bit last time too, but she didn't go into why nothing's come for you yet.
Right. So everything has been
Yeah.
bitten, and that was one of my next questions. So you've been bitten. As how many people were bitten that night that lived?
Do I know?
Sheriff, no.
I'm the sheriff now. 6.
And 4 have wound up missing. There's 2 that still have it.
So who's left?
The Richardsons.
Yeah.
And the only people that were bitten have been going missing.
Well,
Is that true?
that's where the mayor wants us to go check on him, but we got to do something with Hans over here.
Okay, so do you think maybe the rat men want to breed with you? I'm just curious.
Man, y'all look at me funny when I'm doing my snake dance.
I just say, listen. Sometimes I talk to animals, man.
Yeah.
World with
I'm
you.
very at home with machines, and you guys are just dancing around this
Telling
animal
y'all,
thing.
we need to get that. We
And-
need to get that wing. Then we have a plane, and we can.
Okay,
do
so
all sorts of
you
shit.
said that somebody dragged this wing all the way back in town, so that should have
Yes.
led directly to the fucking wing.
Well, I lost the tracks.
It's true. He's not a tracker.
I mean, how big is this wing, though?
It's big, but it's a whoever dragged it had a big enough flatbed to put it on.
Oh, put it on, not drag
Yeah.
the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
All right, so had to be big enough to not drag it. So who do we know in town that has that kind of equipment?
Make me
Considering
contacts.
there's a
Make me contacts check.
Well,
do me or him?
Yeah, you're asking a
I
good
also,
question.
well, I also have
I know.
lore, and I have my family history of knowing all the various people.
Yeah, because you have that book, don't you?
I got 0.
Why don't you make me do a
I
little
was
check?
gonna say I'm the sheriff. I'm the sheriff, but I don't know anything.
You were a resident before you're sheriff. Now it's just a badge.
No, I wasn't.
He wasn't.
You weren't. You're from the town.
He came from somewhere else.
Chicago.
I got
Oh.
trapped here in
Yeah, but I thought you'd been here for a couple of years.
We didn't establish that. I assume you did. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's been on the West Coast since
I mean,
Serpent
there's
Falls.
like
He may
40
not.
people in town. How long do you have to be here?
I think what happened is that he was on the West Coast when Serpent Falls
Yeah.
happened. I don't think he was in Grass Valley.
Okay,
No.
that's fair enough. I just thought you were.
Maybe the last
No.
year.
I
or-
sort of thought we were
That's
all
fine.
stuck here for a while.
Yeah, you know, Killian has a job.
yeah. We wait. What
take
month?
that.
What month is it?
Say again?
What month is it?
What month is it?
In
It
the story?
is. Yeah, it is like early May,
Okay.
1948.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say why I'm here. I'll just say this, and this makes sense. Is I was waiting for winter to pass, and I was gonna go. Was gonna try to go to Chicago.
Oh yeah, you're trying to get
I
through.
was gonna try to go to Chicago, but now, I mean, it's May, but there's still snow.
Oh yeah,
there.
there's
It's still
absolutely,
packed.
and it's raining.
I'm gonna
now.
have to wait until August, maybe if I'm lucky,
Maybe.
July,
Winter's
maybe,
winter,
or maybe I can't get back.
possible.
I don't know. Shit. Here, let's see what
So,
this.
yeah,
let's see what
so-
this context roll gives me. Ooh. Oh, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
I'm telling y'all, Killian's probably the most likely person. I mean, I know we got the Kilroys over there, but I don't see them going that far up the hill. They ain't that motivated, whereas Killian's kind of.
Killian's already halfway up the hill.
Yeah.
He's up on North Bloomfield.
Well, listen. How far away was that wing from the plane? They know. You think they know the plane's there?
That's when. I mean,
I don't think. Well, they must suspect there was a plane somewhere because they got a wing.
right where
But-
there's fire.
But there was no tracks. I mean, if they had gone further than where the wing was, I mean, most likely I would have seen or
Sure.
seen signs of their
Someone
presence.
knows there's something funny going on, but what isn't funny these days?
Steamboat Willie over here ain't funny.
Yeah.
So are you gonna put him in irons or what?
Strange. Yeah. Strange woman named Chantilly. Not
Hey,
very
Hans.
funny either. Yeah.
Your rat men.
Yeah.
They have anything to do with the venom that's in these syringes?
No. Maybe. Not really. Yeah. I mean, same compound. No. The serpent venom is mutagenic. Yeah. It changes things. Everything is changing. It's I am a geneticist,
That's
so
called
I am
mutagenic bullshit.
able to. It's Promethean black goo, man. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. You can
Alright.
maybe adjust qualities. I don't know. The origins of the rat men are unknown.
Listen,
Are all these syringes the
I
same
mean,
compound?
look, we could just
No.
put him in irons, and he can just
And
be
do
a
what?
human. He can be a human shield when we go up to kill him.
I would rather not. Yeah.
No.
Very
Oh, I'm
interesting.
just kidding, Hans.
Iron friend. Yes.
Yes.
Friend.
no, I
Friend.
don't know about
America.
that.
America. Yeah.
I could sympathize with the man who lost everything, but
Alright,
Yeah,
so
we've
what kind of
lost them.
mobility do I have right now?
You're in a cast. So
Alright.
you're hopping along.
Okay, guys, if anything else happens right now, I am fucked. So,
now you can.
I am seriously considering
Can we
taking my
drive-
snake oil.
Can we drive to the Richardsons?
Yeah.
Okay. Said you can ride in the car and we could go. We gotta go check on the Richardsons. Listen, Fritz and Killian and all these idiots can wait. That plane's not going anywhere. But if there's rat men about, we need to find something out. Do you know if there's tunnels under there? You were saying something about books and
Something about books. Yeah.
and tunnels. I don't know. Didn't you go to the library or something?
Yeah, over by Killian's ranch, there is old mine shafts that lead near there.
What about at the Richardsons?
I don't know.
You can make me a academics check.
I mean, I have that map thing that I made.
Could
That's
do
right,
my-
make me an
I'll do
academic
my-
check at a plus
I'll do
one.
my lore check too. That's my almanac.
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
I got a +3 in my lore, so I need to.
The
Something
Richard.
in my book?
There are mine. No, there are mine.
I got a 1. Actually, I did get a 1.
Old man Richardson in the middle 1850s had a little shaft that he dug on his property, but it collapsed as far as you know.
No.
Oh wait, no, that was a 2. I don't know if that makes any difference.
No, you still don't know what he's talking about. He just pulled out what I just said while you're like looking through maps
Yeah.
and papers and
What is this thing?
what is this
called?
thing? Where the fuck is this? I don't even remember what I drew now. What it means.
Okay, well, I'm the sheriff, for better or worse. I gotta go check on this. You guys want to come?
Skeeter.
We can take old Fritz with us.
Hey, Skeeter.
Yeah.
Let me have one of those syringes.
Well, it's the only one I got, but.
I thought you had a bag of them.
He just sent you. He left the rest of them on the plane.
Alright, just like, I'm gonna get my shop kind of like a thicker,
Oh my
like leather case, one of those rigid.
Tested.
Yeah. Like a little medicine case or
Yeah,
something? Sure.
something keep it safe. I'm like, okay, I really hope I don't need to use this fucking thing.
You'd be fine. Don't worry.
I trust you.
Can I see? Can I use my report to see if he's
Let me
lying?
see your leg, Hans.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally, somebody
know.
asked to see if
I
he's
know.
lying.
I know.
I've been
I'm
waiting.
waiting.
Nobody's
I've been
asked
waiting.
Is he lying?
I haven't been with him.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you do that, by the way, mechanically?
I mean, I
Mechanic-
thought that's what I was doing.
You
at
did
the
it once.
fucking-
You did it once up there, but
But-
you didn't continue to go, and you took stress the second time you did it.
But someone.
Oh, you're right.
So you've asked him twice. You
so-
tried to determine
So
twice.
his fucking levels are fucking way the fuck up there, man. Because I got
He's-
fucking good provoke
I got
and I got decent rolls.
Well, hold on.
I won't tell you what his bills are.
well, I know. I'm
It's
just
high.
saying they
It's
must
high.
be.
It's not like godlike high. It's high.
No, but
What's godlike? I got a 7.
Like
Oh.
12 is gone.
better than anything I
Right?
got.
no, godlike's 8. No, what 7's legendary, 8 is.
I thought 10 was still human possible, but like,
I
No.
don't think so. No.
yeah, like I mean, this is just from other systems, so that's why I'm like.
No, I don't know when Fate. I can't remember. I mean, really, +8
It's
is
in
like
the back.
the
It's
game.
just what they call it in Fate. The,
Oh, I
num-
was
the
just gonna-
numbers.
8 is legendary. I thought.
Yeah, it's
Right.
actually pretty cool. So if you have a 1 + 1 is average, 2 is fair, 3 is good,
Good,
4 is great, 5 is superb. So we're kind of all badass.
Yeah, you're all badasses. Yeah. I don't remember what's +8 on there.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary.
Fucking,
Okay. I thought it
you
went up to
know,
10 for legendary, but yeah.
So what did you get? A 7?
I got a 7.
Nice.
Because my
What?
report,
And
my
you,
report
we were asking. You were trying to figure out. If
I
he
was trying to see if he was any hint of lying.
When
He said he would be fine.
Yeah, he's lying. He's absolutely lying. he is absolutely. This guy is not telling you the truth about that. But you're not sure if what he's lying about. It may be healing, but you're not sure if it does exactly what he says it does.
I mean, he's already said there's.
He's lying about, but
Side
just specifically
effects.
about the syringe. Just specifically, you're just testing this interaction.
Yes.
So you don't know if anything else he
Yes.
says is
No.
true.
Hi guys, y'all giving me shit
I
about
know.
me and him on the plane, but I
Pulling your
I
snakes.
did everything I could to try and find out what was what, and I took a toll for doing it.
It's true.
Yeah,
But you
it's-
found some information about him. You got an aspect out of him which you can invoke now at any time.
Well, that's true.
So you can just
Well,
basically pay me a fate point to make a
yeah.
roll on him at any time.
Victor, it's gonna be up to you whether you take that. I don't think he's telling the whole truth about that syringe.
Well, that's clear. You
But
can
no,
tell
it's
'cause his
it's
fucking
healing.
lips are
Yeah,
moving.
no, it's fine. It will be fine. Don't worry. I look.
I'm sure it's
Good.
healing, but what else?
So you had no problem being injected with that then?
Oh, I did not like getting my foot
I want to
broken. Yeah.
invoke his aspect of his experimentation as God,
Okay.
and
just
I
give
want to
me a fate
know
point?
No, he gets.
You paid me a fate point.
what. Yeah, I didn't want to flick it on the floor.
No,
Are
it's
you
okay. I
trying? Are
appreciate
you
that.
using mind power? Your powers on him?
I know I have I know an aspect of his that I can.
So
I
yeah,
have been in his mind, yes. So
what do you
I
want?
want
What are you
to-
doing by invoking his experimentation as God?
I want him to tell us the truth about what is going on with the whole syringe
Okay.
serum stuff.
Sure. The serum. Okay. Go ahead.
Like a complete
Make a
open
lore
truth
check.
about it.
+7.
He says, okay, look. I am geneticist, yeah, and the syringe is experimental aid to try and heal soldier in battle. Never tested on human, but me, yeah, look, it worked fine. I am confident, it's my invention. It will work.
So if it's your invention, then what were some of the side effects of your previous test subjects?
The elephant blew up. But that was just one instance. Pig's fine. Pig very close to human. Yeah, pig is fine. Pig worked great. Pig got leaner, like coconut oil. Very good for pigs. Feed them, they get stronger.
Jesus, either take it or don't. But I've got somewhere to be.
Well, I will.
It works by rapidly creating stem cells at the point of fracture and then repairs them immediately. But it has residual scarring effects, as you can see.
Does the size of the dose matter?
That is unknown. I am not sure how much your immune system can tolerate at any given time. Yeah. So we inject, and maybe some of it, my urine came out green yesterday. Yeah. Not sure. Maybe
Alright,
that's.
so let's go to the Richardsons.
But I mean, I'm fine. I feel physically. I feel good. Yeah.
I'm sure you do. You're gonna come with us.
Are you putting him in irons or what?
I thought you already did.
Nope. Nobody's locked this guy up. He is.
One says he put irons on him.
What?
You're the only ones with handcuffs here, man.
Why are we locking him up?
You want to
Because he's a shifty Nazi motherfucker. He says we're friends, but I don't believe his thing that he says.
America.
You are locking him up because you have a thing for Chantilly, and she's going to go apeshit and tell everybody if he's not at least in chains. And you agree with that, Hans?
Chantilly's lying.
Chantilly's lying about who she is, but you won't tell us who she is.
I know. I look. Respect for beautiful women. Yeah, she's a wonderful creature.
What color is Chantilly?
Wait.
It's 1948 in Grass Valley.
Other anyway.
She's not Chinese or Mexican.
This is Grass Valley after a big fucking snake obliterated the world.
It's true.
So
Okay, so at best she would be slightly green.
Yeah, it's not.
Listen,
she's white but inbred.
I'm not leaving him in the jail.
I just want to know if she's like.
You don't have to leave him in the jail. Let's just not
She's
leave him. I didn't have handcuffs at the plane.
Light skin.
I didn't want to leave him at the
Well,
plane.
God,
I thought about it.
Of Hazel.
Oh,
But I don't
God
think
damn it,
we
you
trust
said
him.
He broke the. Oh God, this is gonna be so stupid.
Yeah, with his foot.
I take my handcuffs and I cuff him on my left hand and then I cuff his right hand.
Oh, you cuff him to you?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, I love it. I'm giving you a fake point for that. I love it.
I'm even gonna say out loud. I'm like,
That is not
is
what I
that
said.
a good idea?
Gosh, damn it.
See, look, we're friends.
Oh.
America and German unite.
I'm
Fucking,
like-
fucking U.S. Marshals, man. Y'all think I would be cowboys. You just put them in cuffs and...
Skeeter, this ain't the first prisoner I've ever transported.
Kick your balls in your...
How'd that last one go?
Fine. Delivered him to Sacramento.
What was the aspect that you had about?
I just have one called Law. I don't know, I might need to work. I have one called Lawman.
I'm gonna give you that one.
Okay.
That's some hateful hate shit right there. This ain't the first prisoner I ever transported. Have you ever seen that movie?
Hopefully, yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
Just watched it again.
It's so good. So
I
good.
didn't really like it that much.
Really, I
Oh,
loved
I
it.
thought it was great.
I loved it. I just thought it was so like
I
tense.
loved
and
it.
Do you know that?
It's like, it was bloodless until the end, and then it's a fucking
Oh, it's
total...
gross.
Oh, but
It's
it's so
like the
cool.
whole movie, you're like, damn, there's like no blood in this
But
at all.
it's so
This is a Tarantino
satisfying
movie, and then it's
when he strangles that woman at the end
Oh,
in
that
the
was great. They're
bed.
both on
And
there.
then it's like, justice is gonna be served.
Well, I love
and that whole
I love that Walton Goggins character and Sam Jack's character become allies. So
Oh, yeah.
Goggins is a phenomenal actor.
And I loved the whole Mandingo man meat making him swallow it. That whole story was so tense.
So fucked.
That was super intense, and that's where I'm just like, I don't mind if he dies.
Yeah, it makes you a little comfortable. But I like the other part too. Do you know there's a scene in there, which I just found out, when she smashes the guitar? No, he smashes the guitar. That guitar is like a antique. They were meant to switch it out with a prop, but it was on loan from a museum.
No.
And yeah, he smashed the wrong one. And so when you watch that scene again, she freaks the fuck out when you just smash
Okay,
because she knows that it's the wrong one.
Oh, so that
That
was
the
a
museum
real-
was
real
pissed.
accident.
They were like, we're never gonna. They loaned it out specifically for this. I can't remember what something about it.
Priceless.
Yeah, it was priceless, and he just smashed it to pieces.
He didn't know.
That's
No,
method
but it's
acting.
great. It was.
That's being in the moment. That's being in the
Give
moment.
me
I feel.
one
It's
second, I
serious.
can use the restroom.
Yeah. Okay. We'll pause there. We'll take the end act 2.